Ho ho ho, it's time for the Marr Show Christmas Spectacular. Here's your host, Marr Mullins.
Thank you, and thank you. Hello and welcome everyone to the Marr Show Christmas Spectacular. Thank you guys for joining me for another fantastic episode. You know, Christmas means a lot of things for everybody. The day that Jesus was born and came to end the rough times, being with family and friends, tradition, giving, joy, love, peace on earth, and goodwill towards men, and commercialism. But Christmas also means about memories. You can back it all past to see how much we grew, remembering the loving times with our family and friends, those that are with us and those who are no longer with us, and also just you can add some fun nostalgic treats along the way and just laugh or just remember the good times that we had watching or playing those nostalgic memories. And that's especially true with today's review, as I'm going to talk about the Trolleys Christmas Sing-A-Long. The Trolleys are no stranger to the Marr Show. I talked about the second VHS tape, the Trolleys' all-new musical adventure, twice on the show, but I've yet to cover the original radio sing-along, which I'll fix that next year, I guarantee that, as well as the Christmas one. Why did it take so long to finally talk about the other two Trolley VHS tapes? I don't really have a reason, it's just I got so much stuff that I want to talk about that I get kind of distracted along the way. But for this special Christmas episode, I'm gonna revisit the Trolleys Christmas Sing-A-Long. You can back at it and probably make some jokes along the way. And I will say that out of the 3 VHS tapes, this one is probably the weakest out of the bunch. It's not off or anything, but I don't think it's as heavily rememberable compared to the original radio sing-along, as well as the second Trolleys video. Plus, I do remember that when I had my Trolley videos on my Troll Radio 239 account, which recently got taken down, which I ironically kind of predicted about a year and a half ago, it was the least viewed out of the original Trolley videos that I uploaded onto that channel. But that doesn't mean that this VHS tape is bad. There's still some fun memories, some really good songs. In fact, there's actually one song in particular that I really love that I hold near and dear to my heart. I'll get to that here in a little bit, but for now, let's take a look at the Trolleys Christmas Sing-Along and revisit RT, Olaf, Cherry, and especially Toady Trolley here. It's gonna be fun to see him again. It's Christmas time in Trolleyland, and the Trolleys are preparing for their big Trolley Christmas Sing-Along show, which will not only have a special performance by the Royal Trolley Acting Company, but will also be having the presentation of lighting up the Trolleys Christmas tree.
That sounds like fun. Coloring the eggs, chocolate bunnies, carving up pumpkins.
Olaf gets his holidays a little mixed up.
Yes, it seems everyone in Trolleyland likes Christmas a lot, but for Toady Trolley, who lives just who lives just west of Trolleyland, sadly did not.
Bah! Who fizzle on Christmas? Who fizzle, I say? Christmas means joy and giving. How I despise that day.
You know, there's something really special about seeing Toady all over. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love RT and Olaf and Cherry, but Toady is one of those entertaining villains. He's like Dr. Nefarious. He's just entertaining. His constant rhyming, the fact that he has a really good voice actor to boot, and the fact that he almost killed the entire Earth population by putting out the sun. Memories. Excuse ya.
No.
And I think it's no secret that Toady will be the Scrooge of the video, as he calls his trouble trolley gang and plans to do something evil. You know, he calls for Gump, Butch and Bully, Buck.
I'll get the sleigh. I'm on my way, your toadiness.
Although I have to admit, after his last plan that was kind of diabolical and insane, even though it would have killed him in the process, I'm curious to see what his evil plan, if it's as insane as like taking out the sun. I'm actually curious. So Toady, what's your evil plan gonna be this year?
We'll pretend to be part of that acting team. Then louse up the Trolleys Christmas show like you've never seen.
Okay.
And to top it all off, I'll do something as mean as can be. I'll turn off all the lights on the Trolleys Christmas tree.
Taking out just turning the switch on the Christmas trees off. You're not gonna like burn it or take it down or steal Christmas like a Grinch fella. You're just gonna turn the lights off. I don't think he really thought about this plan well. But of course, Buck doesn't like the idea of ruining the Trolleys Christmas show, which I have to say, this scene alone is very funny.
Your toadiness, can't we just be miserable together here and let the Trolleys enjoy their time of Christmas cheer?
First of all, the answer is no. In an hour we leave to louse up their show. Next, if you don't want to see me mad as can be, remember, no one rhymes around here except me.
That scene alone is just funny to me. I mean, not only with the fact that Toady thinks he's the only trouble trolley that is allowed to rhyme like he made it some illegal rule, but I love the reactions of the other trouble trolleys gasping like Buck committed the unforgivable sin. That's just really funny. I just love how that scene plays out. Shortly after the Trouble Trolleys head out, Bucks calls Santa real quick. Yes, apparently Santa has a public phone line that the Trolleys can call and leaves a voice message for him to help. Meanwhile, back at Trolleyland, the show is getting started, Artie and Gain are singing, everything's good, but the Trouble Trolleys shortly arrive pretending to be the Royal Trolley Acting Company, with Butch cross-dressing, and Gumph, I really have no idea what he's supposed to be, I really don't know. And thus they try to ruin the show by singing a dirty version of the 12 Days of Christmas. No, literally a dirty version. They have like 3 trash cans, 2 dirty socks. Get your minds out of the gutter, people. Butch and Bully mess up with the effects during an all-out rendition of White Christmas.
We're dreaming of a white Christmas. Just like the ones we used to know.
And Toady reading a very odd version of The Night Before Christmas.
We exclaim with devilish delight. Bah! Who fizzled a Christmas? And to all, a bad night.
Of course the crowd is sick of all of this and are leaving. However, with the vocal cords of RT singing a special song, the crowd comes back in full delight and everything is back to normal. Although I do want to mention the songs a little bit. The songs are of course your regular traditional Christmas songs. You got like Jingle Bell Rock, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and a few small original songs like They're Getting Nothing from Christmas, honestly not as good as Best of the Worst from the last VHS tape, but it's passable for a regular villain song for Christmas. But there's one special song in this video that always gets me in the Christmas spirit. Have you ever had those Christmas songs that instantly puts you in that Christmassy mood? Christmassy, crispy mood? For me, there are 3 songs that do that. One is the Christmas song, Old Friends and New Friends from the Muppets Christmas Toy, and then you got Christmas is for Miracles.
Christmas is for miracles, when all your dreams come true.
This is one of the songs that just instantly puts me in a Christmassy mood. It's beautifully sung by RT and the gang, and the instrumental, especially like at the end of the VHS tape, you hear the instrumental track, sounds beautiful. I mean, the song itself, like the lyrics itself, is nice and simple, and that's something I love about Christmas. Like, you know how some people put out those big lights, try to make Christmas bigger than ever? Sometimes even the simplest of sayings can really make the heart glow. Like, you just see simple Christmas decorations and everything, and it's just so heartwarming and pure. You don't need big, extravagant musical numbers or something. Sometimes it's just a small little simple song that can instantly put you in a jolly good mood. Also, I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but I want Artie's glasses. I want his glasses. They are cool. Shortly after, the Christmas lights are up in all of its glory, but behind the curtains, the lights will go off by sudden Trouble Trolley.
Twinkle, twinkle, Christmas tree.
Say, Toady, I don't think you should really be touching that switch, especially with those blue lights going around. You might get electric. Cuted. But just as Toadie's about to turn on the switch, St. Nicholas arrives and stops Toady by showing him Christmas through the eyes of a child. And I have to say, it's actually kind of cute and hilarious to see Toadie's reaction. Like, this first one, he's like, Did I just get kissed by a girl? And then just seeing him just kind of in flabbergasted of what's going on after seeing St. Nick. It's just funny to me just seeing his reactions.
I saw him, I tell you. He spoke right to me. He showed me the Christmas only children can see. Santa was here. He told me to be good. He had a big white beard and a silly red hood.
So everything turned out good at the end. Buck helps Olaf from being under the cover. They see Santa fly out in the night, and everyone sings one more Christmas song before the end of the show. As I mentioned before, this is probably the more weaker compared to the other two Trolleys VHS tapes. Not saying it's not bad. As I went through the video, it's sort of your typical Christmas special, about 30 minutes long, and like you see someone trying to ruin Christmas, but then they see Christmas through the eyes of the child and they have a new appreciation for it and believe in Santa. Nothing that really stands out compared to like the past Trolley videos, especially the Trolleys All New Musical Adventure. I mean, I reviewed it twice, so I mean that one sticks out way more compared to like this one especially, but it's still a very heartwarming Christmas special that has some nostalgic value to me. I mean, the songs they sing are pretty good, and again, Christmas is for Miracles, they've done an excellent version. And there's also some funny humor as well. Like, I love the scene where Buck rhymes and Toady gets really mad. That scene is just hilarious to me. But it doesn't really do anything special or zany like compared to like the all-new musical adventure or even the original radio sing-along, which I promise I will get to next year. Believe me, I will fix that. But regardless, it's still a cute little Christmas special that still has some fun charm to it. And it's always fun getting to see Artie in the game. I mean, the puppetry may not be top-notch Jim Henson class, but it's still fun to see them singing along and having a good time. But that there was the Trolleys Christmas Sing-A-Long. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If you grew up with the Trolleys, what did you think about this special? Which one was your favorite out of the original 3 VHS tapes? Although before I do sign off, I want to give up a short little Christmas message, because I don't think I've ever done one. Then again, it's been since the Grinch on PlayStation 1 since I've done a Christmas-themed Delmar Show episode. Although for my Christmas message, I do want to mention one thing. When it comes to Christmas, like shortly after the Christmas season, the world goes back to being mean-spirited and cruel, where people no longer get along and say mean stuff about people behind their backs and such. When in reality, Christmas is a day that we should celebrate every single day of the year. And I'm not talking about having our Christmas decorations out throughout the entire year or so forth, but I mean carrying that feeling, the feeling of kindness and joy, and giving to those who are less fortunate than others. We should celebrate that feeling every single day. Christmas is just a reminder that we should carry that feeling everywhere, and not just do it for one day just because that's the thing that Christmas is supposed to be, always be kind, but carry it every single day of loving our neighbors and always wanting to give instead of receive, to help others rather than to be selfish in every way. With any case, thank you guys for watching this episode of The Delmar Show. God bless you, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye bye!
Christmas is for miracles, when all your dreams come true. Surprises and more of what we're hoping for can happen for me.